So students, in this lecture we will be discussing about on-chip clock generation. So there are three different ways we will see in this chapter to generate the clock signal on chip. So we know that in synchronous and locally synchronous circuit, all the operations are performed with reference to clock signal. The clock signal provides the timing reference for movement of data within the system. So the clock signal generation and distribution is given prime importance as everything is dependent on this signal. Clock signals have special characteristics and attributes as they are loaded with greatest fan out, travel over longest distance and operate as highest speed of any signal. So it must be clean and sharp as they provide temporal reference to data signals. On-chip clock generators affect system performance, power consumption and reliability. That is why on-chip clock generation is very important. So there are different types of on-chip clock generators: ring oscillator, crystal oscillator and phase lock. So ring oscillator is shown in the figure. You can have number of inverters connected in chain, odd number of inverters connected in chain, and we can have clock and clock bar as output. The problem is it is badly affected by power supply, temperature and process variation. So that is why the stability is a issue, and stability will be affected by power supply temperature variations. So that is why we should search another oscillator which may be stable. So this is called control ring oscillator. So in order to improve this stability, what they have done connected one NAND gate, and when the clock signal is low, then that NAND gate will act as inverter, otherwise not. So otherwise the signal will not be generated. So this will save the unnecessary power dissipation when this clock signals are not at all required. Then frequency stability for ring oscillator. So it is sensitive to, as I told you, process voltage and temperature variation. Compensation for above three variation need to be discussed. So this is how it is controlled. So stable current source is added into this in order to remove the dependency of ring oscillator on temperature, process and environment variations. So then second type of oscillator which is very popular and very stable, that is crystal oscillator. And ring oscillator is having, why? Because ring oscillator is a poor frequency stability characteristic. So what is crystal oscillator? A piezoelectric crystal such as quartz that behaves as a resonator with a sufficient high quality factor. An electric circuit that sustains the oscillator and produce the resonator. So here is shown the crystal oscillator, and this is the circuit diagram of the oscillator. One crystal oscillator is connected in a tank circuit, and we have more two capacitors. So this together will be able to generate maximum 30 to 40 megahertz stable frequency. Then PLL. So why a crystal oscillator is having limited, you can say, frequency generation? It is only address up to 30 to 40 megahertz frequency requirement. Higher than that cannot be generated using crystal oscillator. So that is why we can use a PLL, which is nothing but which will serve as a, you can say, an arrangement with having a ring oscillator or any type of oscillator which is controlled against the variation and bring the stable frequency source with a very high frequency of the order gigahertz is possible, and it is a control frequency source now, because earlier we have seen there is a problem. Ring oscillator is very simple to design but having a problem of stability. The another one is good, giving good stability but low frequency. Means in order to gigahertz is not able to generate. So third is PLL. So it is what it does, multiply the input frequency provided by off-chip crystal oscillator, track and compensate for effects of process and environment variation on chip clock signals. So it is able to remove jitter and skew. It is also able to achieve inter-chip synchronization by producing two clock signal on separate ICs but locked to same reference signal provided by signal off-chip crystal oscillator. Achieve timing recovery in high-speed parallel links. Manage the duty cycle of the on-chip clock signals. So here is the PLL. A PLL is a feedback system that aligns the phase or frequency of the output signal with phase or frequency of the input reference signal. A PLL dynamically track and phase difference between these two signals and maintain the lock condition. So here is another kind of you can say PLL, that is known as frequency synthesizer. So it is used with high performance processors. It divide by 2 ensure 50% duty cycle. So here there is a divide by 2, and divide by n block is there. Why? Because we are generating actually on chip high frequency signal in terms of gigahertz, and which is aligned, or you can say synchronized with very stable crystal oscillator which is off chip. So that is why we always require divide by n network.